Dear 11th class economics students, Assalamu alaikum. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss the concept and types of a variable. Students, a characteristic or phenomenon which is capable of being measured and which changes its value over time is called a variable. That is, a characteristic which changes its value over a period of time, and that change can be measured numerically by using some unit is called a variable, such as prices, wages, number of units produced by a firm, etc. Thus, a variable refers to that quantity which is subject to change, that is, the value of a variable can increase or decrease over a period of time, and that change can be measured by some unit. For example, the height or weight of a person can change over a period of time, and the change in height or weight of a person can also be measured by using some unit. So, if we measure the weight or height of a person, then the weight or height of that very person will be called a variable. Students, obviously, anything that varies or changes over time is taken as a variable. But in statistics, only that change of an object is taken as a variable which can be numerically expressed. For example, color of your hair may change over time. Is it a variable? No, not at all. Why? Because this change cannot be numerically expressed. On the other hand, if we take the income of persons, which also changes over time, but the change in income can be measured numerically. Like the change in my monthly income can be expressed numerically, say from rupees 10,000 to rupees 20,000, and hence income of a person is called a variable. So, dear students, change in the value of variables is a quantitative change, that is a change which can be quantified or which can be measured numerically. Now, coming to the types of variables. Students, a variable may be either discrete or continuous variable. Let us first discuss what is a discrete variable. Discrete variables are those variables that increase in jumps or in complete numbers. Discrete variables can vary only by finite jumps like 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., and cannot manifest every conceivable fractional value. That is, a discrete variable can take a value of a complete number, like a discrete variable can take the value of 1, it can take the value of 2, 3, etc. Or we can say that the value of a discrete variable jumps directly from value 1 to value 2 or to value 3 and so on, but it cannot take a fractional value, that is a value between 1 to 2, between 2 to 3, between 3 to 4, or we can say the value of 1.5, 2.3, 3.2, etc. So, dear students, in simple words, we can say that the value of discrete variables are expressed in terms of complete numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, and not continuous as between 1 to 2, between 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and so on. For example, the number of students in a class could be 1, it could be 10, it could be 15, 20, etc. But the number of students in a class cannot be 1.5, it cannot be 2.4, 10.3, 15.1, etc. So, the number of students in a class can only take certain values such as 1, 2, 3, and so on. So, here the number of students in a class is a discrete variable. Now coming to another important type of variable, which is continuous variable. Dear students, variables that assume a range of values or increase not in jumps but continuously or in fractions are called continuous variables. Continuous variables can take on an unlimited number of values between the lowest and highest point of measurement. So it means that a continuous variable is capable of manifesting every conceivable fractional value within the range of possibilities, such as the weight of persons, the height of persons, etc. In a continuous variable, the data are obtained by numerical measurements rather than counting. For example, when a person grows, say from 90 centimeter to 150 centimeter, his height passes through all the values between these limits, that is between 90 centimeter to 150 centimeter. That is, the height of a person can be 90.2 centimeter, it can be 90.5 centimeter, it can be 100.5 centimeter, it can be 110.3 centimeter, etc. Thus, a continuous variable can take a fractional value. Students, thus in short, we can say that the values of discrete variables are in complete numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And data of a discrete variable can be obtained by counting, while as values of continuous variables are in fractions like 5.3, 5.2, 6.5, and so on, and such variable can assume any value within a range of possibilities, such as it can assume any value between 10 to 15, between 15 to 20, between 20 to 25, etc. Now coming to the difference between variable and attribute, that is, what is the main difference between a variable and an attribute. Dear students, variable, as we discussed in detail in our previous slides, is anything which changes its value over time, and that change can be quantifiable, that is, the change can be measured in numerical terms, is called a variable in statistics. However, attribute is defined as a characteristic or quality of an item under study, and a change in the attribute is only expressed qualitatively. That is, attribute is the quality of an item, and the change in the attribute is expressed only qualitatively. Examples of attributes are honesty, beauty, intelligence, etc. So, the main difference between a variable and an attribute is that change in the value of variables is a quantitative change, that is, a change which can be quantified or expressed in numerical terms, while as change in the attributes is a qualitative change. Thus, dear students, qualitative change, like a change in IQ level of students, change in smoking habits of persons, etc., is called attribute. A change in the attributes is only qualitatively expressed as good, excellent, and outstanding. And the qualitative changes can at best be ranked as 1, 2, 3, where 1 stands for outstanding, 2 stands for excellent, and 3 stands for good. Dear students, in statistics, there is a separate section which deals with the analysis of attributes, and that section is called the theory of attributes. Theory of attributes deals with qualitative types of characteristics that are calculated by using quantitative measurements. Since the statistical techniques deals with quantitative measurements, as already explained in chapter 1st while discussing the characteristics of statistics, Qualitative data is therefore converted into quantitative data by using various ranking techniques in the theory of attributes. So, dear students, to conclude, we can say that in statistics, classifying data on the basis of attributes is known as qualitative classification of data, which is one of the important type of classification of data discussed in our previous lecture. Thank you.